You find a supplier on a B2B platform and request a custom pilot run of 150 units. Immediately, a heavy steel door slams shut. They hit you with a minimum order quantity of 10,000 units, or a price markup so high it effectively ends the conversation. It is easy to view these limits as arbitrary hurdles or a lack of interest in smaller brands, but that ignores the physical and financial realities of the factory floor. Most buyers respond by demanding a discount or explaining they just want to test the market. To a factory operating on razor-thin margins, those phrases signal a high-risk, low-reward partnership, and they often stop responding entirely. Securing better terms requires looking past the sticker price and addressing the operational constraints that dictate a manufacturer's quote. These constraints start with the raw materials. Factories do not buy steel or fabric by the meter. They procure them by the ton or by the roll from their own sub-suppliers. If a steel mill requires a 500-kilogram minimum purchase, the manufacturer cannot produce a custom 50-unit order without paying for the unused material. At low volumes, the factory is essentially passing the entire material cost of a massive order directly onto you. This timeline shows the setup-to-runtime ratio. 5 hours of calibration yields 10 minutes of active production. Distributed across 5,000 units, the setup cost per item is negligible, but divided by 150 units, the per-unit price skyrockets to cover idle machinery. This applies to human labor as well. Workers require hundreds of repetitions of a specific style to reach peak efficiency. Small batches disrupt this flow, leading to higher supervision costs and lower output per hour. The high per-unit cost on a small run is a bill for the disruption of the factory's optimized production curve. In this environment, price and quality are tightly linked. It is the difference between a Ford and a Rolls-Royce. You cannot pay for the budget model and expect the performance of the luxury one. Forcing a factory into a steep discount without changing the specifications often leads to quality fade. To maintain their margin, the factory may silently substitute inferior materials, like recycled plastics, to fit your lower budget. A price quote that falls below a factory's viable production cost almost guarantees a product that has been downgraded to match it. To change these terms, you must project operational strength. Instead of discussing your budget, provide valid professional reasons for a smaller initial run. Use phrasing like, "We require 150 units to validate QA specs and packaging durability before scaling." This frames the order as a technical requirement rather than a lack of capital. In this spreadsheet, isolating the setup fee removes the factory's financial risk. Adding a 20% unit premium increases per-item cost, but plummets your total capital risk. Finally, an annual forecast with quarterly deliveries lets the factory plan materials while maintaining your cash flow. Addressing these technical friction points makes a smaller run financially viable for the supplier. These 5 tactical shifts change the conversation. Acknowledge that quantity is a function of setup costs. Validate specs instead of mentioning market tests. Isolate setup fees. Accept a temporary unit premium, and provide a phased forecast. Aligning your procurement with the actual mechanics of the factory floor allows you to leverage Chinese scale on your own terms.